I'm sure someone can probably clear it in like 30. So give it a few days.
No, I'm pretty sure someone could do it under 3 hours. Sub 3 hour runs.
Oh, I meant. Oh, I meant
know,
like.
I know.
I meant that mission. That like 30 seconds.
I was taking the mic, really.
Yeah, I fully believe this game can probably be done in like an hour, given like if you're good enough, you can probably like because I've spent so much time faffing around getting TNCs. Depending on what you actually need to do in the game to beat it, there you probably don't need to do much, to be honest.
Yeah, well, we'll see at the end of the day. At the end of the
Yeah.
day.
I mean, the final level requires oh god, requires blah blah 400 TNCs to beat it, so
Okay.
or to unlock it, should I say? So yeah, it depends on if that's what beats the game or not. 'Cause if it is, which it probably is, then that might, because I mean there'd actually be some strategy when you think about it, because you have to choose which TNCs to collect, because which one's fastest.
Yeah, exactly. That would take a long time. 400 of those to find out which one's the fastest. I assume some of them would be close to your routes anyway, so it'd be, you know.
Yeah.
Some of them you would have to go out your way, and it'd be which ones would.
Yeah. I mean, the ones which are like, I'm probably not King and Queen in the hidden doors because they're hard to get to. Well, they're like required missions, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe not required missions. That's not what I'm like. Not like this. They're like different roomed missions. They take extra time, so maybe because the other ones don't take that long, really.
Yeah.
So, oh, okay, I see what it's doing. Oh, I can see the TNT. Move! Oh, move! Okay.
Oh, well, that looks
No!
painful.
I'm dead. Oh well, no matter. At least I know what I'm doing now.
Blame that on Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy, you should have stayed still. Oh, he can turn around.
Murphy.
You can turn around, which just screwed me over. Great.
And then you can come. Oh dear. What
Oh,
an
just kill me
arse.
again. I'm being really stupid at the moment.
It's also Murphy's being a bit of a dick. But,
Well,
you know, we knew that from Rayman 3.
yeah. He's gonna marry a beautiful woman with big eyes.
I'm kind of disappointed they removed some of the music and some of the dialogue lines in 3 HD.
Yeah, it also feels different. The gameplay doesn't feel right.
I think it might also be because it's just outdated now compared to what we usually feel.
Well, no, I played the PS2 version not long before that, and it was great still. So I don't think that's the problem. I think it just wasn't as good a port or remake or whatever.
Yeah, well, essentially, I'm assuming what they're doing is, well, it's probably because the PS2 and the PS3 are for vastly different systems. There'll probably be something to do with that.
Possibly.
We'll see if they did a HD port from the GameCube version to the Wii U version, because they did say they'll release GameCube games on the Wii U. They said this, and I will hold them to this, and if they get it wrong, hell will have no fury, like the rant video that I will make.
Yes. Yes,
Nintendo,
they did say that.
And Nintendo will not hear me, and I will be vastly disappointed. And I'll rescind my Nintendoism, my Nintendo fanboys. No, I won't.
God damn it. Did the same thing twice.
Bum.
Did the same thing twice. Forgot to use the bloody... Well, I say forgot. There we go. Finally used helicopters. Helicopter hair. It's there. Use it.
It's a PSA for all people who forget about helicopter hair.
Hello. Hello, Murphy. You're here. I've noticed. How am I supposed to get that otherwise?
Maybe there must be something there that Murphy can, like, I don't know.
Oh, okay, I got it. Rope. I didn't see the rope at all, but now it makes sense.
Whoa, whoa.
There we go. Okay, up here. Secret number 2. Well, a secret. The music is really epic, by the way. Just thought I should point that out.
I can't hear it.
Even though you can't hear it, I feel I should mock you by saying it's really epic. Just pointing it out. Oh, this room looks nice.
I shall...
It looked nice, and then I saw that it's Murphy holding this thing, and then I cried a little bit inside.
Shall I not again? How about Murphy just, like, I don't know, pulls it outside at the down level? Yeah, actually helpful instead of just being a bit of a... So Rayman, I'm gonna get you.
Actually, that wasn't that bad. That could have been worse. It's gonna be much worse now, isn't it?
Oh, I really would like to see the Aurora Borealis. Is that what it's even called?
The what?
Aurora Borealis. Am I confusing it with the damn shit from Half-Life 3? I swear, Half-Life 3 is just like one of those games that when it finally comes out, no one will actually like it because it's just been 80 billion years in the making. I'm pretty sure the Aurora Borealis is the actual...
I don't know.
Yeah, the Aurora Borealis is that thing you see.
I haven't played Half-Life.
No, Aurora Borealis is actually the in the North Sky, the Northern Lights. Essentially, is what the Aurora Borealis is.
I don't know.
No, I would really love to see that one day. So many good shots of just what it looks like. It's just incredible.
Yeah, you've really gone into photography lately.
Yeah, well, I've been messing around with one of my old cameras, and I've bought another one off eBay for like super cheap. But I'm looking to get a DSLR.
Yeah.
Which I'm thinking like a used 550D because 600D is probably, I don't know, just something I can film a video on, and you know.
Yeah.
Would be cool because I love doing. I could do time shifts and tilt shifts. Really love tilt shifts. I've always been kind of interested, but I've just not really looked at my equipment in the right way because I started doing, I think 30 to 40, no, 15-second exposure shots where you got a lot of stars with some of them, and where you did some light painting with cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Really cool, but you know, the camera's not very good. After about, when you do exposure shots of more than, I think, a second, you start to see all these dead pixels everywhere and you just cry because your photo looks like it's got stars. Then you zoom in, there's this massive blotch of grey and this massive blotch of purple in a night sky. You're like, oh, no.
Yeah, and then you get those naked men in your shots.
Yeah, who take friggin', you know, who just nudist beaches. You know, there's a bunch of naked women that were like, I don't know, between 20 and 30, maybe, I don't know, depending on how good their body was, I wouldn't really care. But there wasn't. There was a bunch of, like, you know, 40-year-old guys with their todgers sticking out. Just, there's no other way of sugarcoating that. Oh, that reminds me of something. There's a joke, there's all these fat people jokes, and one of them was, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, and if I did, you'd only eat it anyway. And I was like, oh, that's just brilliant. That's just absolutely brilliant.
Okay, I gotta time this really well. Basically, whichever way I slice this, I've got to hit every enemy in this room. Because if I if I don't, I won't have enough for the trophy.
Oh, nice.
So I can get it. I just have to kill everything.
Oh, that's not too bad then. Yeah, whichever way you slice this is still Hovis.
Yeah, it's still okay.
Still Robert's Bakery. Actually, I do like. What bread do you get? Do you get?
I just get baguettes.
Okay, no, good choice, good choice.
Yeah, baguettes. They're Viennese bakery, which is over here, which is really nice. There's
Well, of course you have baguettes. You're closer to France than you are to England anyway. So.
Yeah, but there's it's interesting because my granddad used to work in a bakery, and all the bread that gets sold is exactly the same. It's the only price difference in cost is the brand. So Hovis, whatever, Hovis, and give me another brand because I'm useless with bread.
Robert's Bakery.
Fine, both of them are exactly the same.
Well, we've got one very near us, and you can go past. They've got a massive glass front where you can see the bread turning and baking, and you can usually smell it from the road, like the bread baking. It's lovely. It's really nice. If it was closer, I would probably walk down there and just kind of sniff it in the warm summer's evening with the smell of warm bread just wafting through the neighbourhood and just watching the bread turn, and then you'd reach over to the wonderful, lovely lady sitting next to you, and then you'd realise that it's all a figment of your imagination in this really overlong scene that I'm trying to create.
I'm going to restart this level since it hasn't gone too well. I just wasted 10 seconds.
It looked like you'd been killed a fair few times.
Oh my god, this sucks.
It's like Mega Man, only if Mega Man was on like every known drug ever.
Can Rayman be in Super Smash Bros, please?
I don't know if that'll ever happen.
That would be really cool, though.
He's not an I thought he was more a Sony character than he was a Nintendo character.
He's not anyone's really.
No, I mean he was on the PlayStation 1. Then on the second game they went kind of with everyone.
Yeah.
And then the third game they also went with everyone. But then they went back. Then they went to Nintendo stuff for the Raving Rabbids.
This is so bad. This is much harder than it looks. Yeah, well, Rabbids were only made because they ran out of time for Rayman 4, and they needed something that was quick and easy to make, and then
they decided to abuse that until it got just.
Well, they made its own separate series because it was kind of popular with kids.
I don't understand why. I just don't.
It wasn't bad. It was okay.
No. This is my problem, okay? I know it wasn't bad, and I'm doing exactly what I criticise other people doing. I'm being a hypocrite, which is like part of being human anyway. But I know that it's not a bad game. It's just not what I was expecting, and therefore I'm going to criticise it, much like other people are doing with the 2DS that I'm bitching about. It's just I don't know. I'm just silly. I guess. I mean, I just saw it. That, I was always expecting that Rayman 4 because I mean, they dropped it in the friggin' in Rayman 3.
Yeah. See you in Rayman 4. Yeah, that didn't happen.
that must be the. They shouldn't have. They really shouldn't have done that. That's just. That screwed them over so much. Anyone who can remember that is just holding them to this, like Rayman 4 or like never buying a game from you again. They say buying all the Rayman games ever since.
Oh, god damn you.
You know what is looking good, though?
What?
Well, not looking good, but I want to look good. Star Wars Battlefront 3.
Oh, I haven't really seen anything of that.
Well, from what I've heard, they're not turning it into a Battlefront game, which makes me feel very happy, because the last thing I want is Star Wars Battlefront. Sorry, they're not turning it into a Battlefield game, because the last thing I want is Star Wars Battlefield 3.
Right. I haven't really played any of them before.
Right, well, if... I'm going to have to show you the epicness of Star Wars Battlefront 2. And 1 to some degree, but 2 specifically. 2 was very good in the sense that it was, it was like it was an FPS game, but the multiplayer aspect of it really carried it. I never really played the single player aspect. You could have up to 4 friends, only 4 on the Xbox version, but 2 on everyone, 2 on the PS2 version. And, we could basically either fight together or against each other in regular battles. Space battles were always fun, although you were guaranteed to win on space battles. Right. It's just so easy. But no, it was the fact that it was a really good depiction of ground combat and other combat in the Star Wars universe. And since the expanded universe is... Sorry, go on.
I have 1.5 seconds. I failed.
Yeah, this looks really mean.
It is. It's much harder than it looks.
Like, you can do it, try again. It's like, no. How about we just don't do this again.
This is when I regret putting 100% in the title.
Well, you can just edit that and no one will know any difference.
Yeah.
No one will remember.
I'm sure they will.
No, it's fine. You can just say, no, you're wrong. You never saw that.
You never saw that. I didn't say it in a video.
No, I never said, we're not even talking about this now at all.
Yeah, I never mentioned it, not once, I swear. Oh god, it's much harder than I remember.
Well, you kind of saved yourself.
Yes. Yeah, the bosses in this game are really good, by the way.
The what, sorry?
The bosses.
Oh, that's good.
They're really creative.
Always love myself a good boss fight.
Yeah, they're all really creative. Some of them are tough, but they're good.
That's one thing I do hate is really bad boss fights. Like, not bad boss fights, but just bad boss designs.
Oh, they're definitely design-wise, they're not bad. Definitely.
I can't remember a game I was playing recently. I was just like, that's it. Some of the Zelda bosses, Skyward Board, were pretty terrible, but like some of them were really good.
Yeah, I really didn't like that game too much. Lanayru was so dull and annoying and just dull.
Well, the one thing is that boss fight. I think you fight it in Lanayru. I can't remember, but it's the kind of spider crab one that you have to attack. pincers. And the fact that later on in the game she fought it as a regular enemy,
Yeah.
I like that, because that was a really good. And the massive boss, I think Colossal something, had all the 8 arms, the Buddha one. That was a really good one as well.
Yeah, there was some good stuff about that game. I think that was also Laneru, actually.
I was talking about this with Captain Noodles, and we were like, we would bring out all this good stuff about it, but then we're like, no, actually, it's like there's a load of good stuff in it. And the game had some really good ideas, but overall it was kind of boring. I think that was the problem. It was just like, it was the meat vegetables in between the meat with the crap stuff. The meat was good, you know. I don't know, quail in terms of quality, but the vegetables was like literally rotten carrots or something. If we're going to take this anagram to take this metaphor to the point that no one wants it to go.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, we just.
I could have quail.
Pardon?
I could have some quail. Oh, no wonder it was hard. It was 5-star rating.
Well, there you go. You done a 5-star. I feel happy about that.
Hello.
That's a little
Ursula's little sister is also an amazing spy, but she's more used to secret missions on exotic islands in the middle of the ocean. That explains this flashy outfit. Okay,
because it sounds like friggin' Archer again.
Yeah.
They're all different, like, trying to make a reference to
Got a new creature. Yay. I'll look at it after.
Same one.
No, it's not. That's just the creature design. Like at the top, it's what you don't know what it is until you go in there.
Okay.
Like this is just like standard design. Hey, I got another one. Now I have no excuse not to go there. Let's go.
So well, whatever. Hatos.
Hatos, hi, and oh, cool. Yay, more coins. Good. Like basically these refresh each day, so the amount of coins I'm getting, like I'll probably get to the point where I'll get 10,000 a day.
Well, that's like, if only you could set something like that up in Animal Crossing. Ah, dear.
Yeah,
Then I'd be rolling in. I wouldn't have to go to the damned island to get bugs. I need to do that tonight, actually.
I haven't played that game in a while. Everyone's probably dead.
Everyone's left. You've got weeds. Actually, no. There is a point you can get to where you can ask Leaf to actually weed your town for you, which is cool. But yeah, pretty much the world's going to be destroyed. We're going to speak to people and they're going to be passive aggressive to you. They're going to be like, we haven't spoken in like 3 weeks, 4 days, 5 hours, 21 seconds, and 69 milliseconds. Would you hate me or something? And you'd be like, yeah, whatever.